A small two-man crew from the University of Victoria's Ocean Networks Canada has just returned from a remote Spanish base on Livingston Island in the South Shetlands archipelago of Antarctica, an area that has been going through a rapid change for the past 5 years.
It's very important that we understand at the micro level, both physically and chemically, what's really going on.
The deployment had two objectives. First was to replace ONC's existing subsea observatory that was installed last year.
We suspect icebergs have been floating around in the water and then scraped up against the cable, cutting it.
The second goal was to install a second conductivity, temperature, and depth instrument, doubling up the observatory's data capture capacity.
Antarctica plays a very important role in the global climate system.
By better understanding the changes that are taking place in the Antarctic Ocean, Canadian researchers can then better understand the transformations that are taking place in our waters.
It's open source data, and it can be used by any scientist around the world.
Here is how the observatory works. There are two instruments submerged in the bay, one at 22 meters deep, lying on the ocean floor. The other is 5 meters below the surface of the water, above the first.
So that scientists can see the difference in the water column between the water properties.
Those instruments are cabled to the shore station, which handles the satellite and backup RF communication, sending out the collected data in real time. It is powered by a single battery, which is expected to last a little more than a year.
This is the brain of the observatory.
Created here at Ocean Networks Canada's lab.
Not only is it managing the communication, but it's really managing the power, and that's how we're able to have it last for a whole year without anybody touching it.
As for those iceberg hazards, the team has made some changes as to how the cables are now housed.
This time we went back with a big thick split pipe that you click together two halves, and we wrapped the first 60 meters of the cable in that.
The observatory is now taking hourly measurements of the ocean's conductivity, temperature, depth pressure, and dissolved oxygen levels, revealing the ocean's physical and chemical properties. It's located below a melting glacier.
That's to study the interaction between the fresh water going to the ocean and salt water coming in to that cove.
The Victoria-based team will need to make a trip south to replace the battery in the coming years. For now, the scientists can rest and watch critical environmental data trickle in from a frozen world away. Brendan Strain, CTV News, North Saanich.